It's a dope move.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James. What's up, everybody? It is Thursday. Happy Thursday to everyone. Welcome to another episode of Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together and talk things sports. I am Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd. Let's go. And of course, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why the podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude?
Man, what's going on, Stars? Everything all right?
What's happening, Cabinet? Hey, man, I'm above 6, trying to go 6. All right. I'm gonna let that marinate. I'm above 6, trying to go 6. Yo, shout out to everyone that's coming in. Of course, to that dude, Wallace. What up? Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Hopefully, everything is all right down in the A. Of course, to anyone and everyone that is watching this, we say thank you for supporting us, continue support, and all of that. Make sure that you catch us on YouTube, on also your favorite podcasting platforms, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, and everything in between. Make sure that you also like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends, family, and frenemies, because hey, if we ain't got haters, we ain't doing nothing. That's it.
Hey man, let's get this party started, man.
That's it, man. I'm trying.
I just feel like you gonna show your true ass tonight. I just feel like something's coming.
Both cheeks.
Like a runway model with tape on it. Right.
Let's go, Black Tape Project. Let's go. 4 down.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 downs.
That's right. Hottest sports topics around that we want to talk about, not what everybody else does. Okay, because we're different. Look, first down. I'm just going to read this, and then we're just going to discuss, because this is very interesting, and I want Big Game to really talk about this piece right here. Boise State's unusual approach for NIL for the freshmen. Quote, when we recruit freshmen, no NIL or collective money is promised to anybody. No incoming freshman on the Boise State roster will receive guaranteed NIL compensation. Okay, that's interesting. But the approach, I think, is more what we're talking about, right? What's your thought on that?
Jay, this is it comes down to it. And shout out to my boy Big D, who kind of put me on this, and I've been looking it up, reading it, and I was going to just do a game's extra point on this whole situation, because we know the NIL is changing the game, right? It's changing the way we look at things. It's changing the way kids look into things. And a lot of coaches have made a lot of different statements about how they feel about NIL and transfer portal and everything else. But I believe once you start going off the rip, like Boise State football coach Spencer Danielson has done, I think you start cutting off a certain pool of talent that you could probably bring in.
Oh yeah.
Should a student athlete come in and earn what they're getting on that campus? Yeah, maybe so. But at the same time, I still believe that you have to discuss a little bit what they're going to get in a package to entice them to still want to be a part of your program. You know, I'm not about handouts. I'm not, but I'm about what's fair and kids getting what's fair. But I believe in trying to do something the right way. It
Yeah.
came off in a way that could end up hurting Boise State recruiting wise. And that's really what it all comes. I want to talk about it with you because, like I said, this is not going anywhere. And if you look at what some schools can do, especially in the Power Four now, what they're doing to really entice those young players to get in,
Yeah.
you know, Boise State used to be one of those schools that was always a surprise or that +1
Sure.
that got into that New Year's Day bowl and stuff, right? They've
Right.
kind of fallen off the map a little bit in the years past and having a tough time bouncing back. To me, this is not the way to help you get back on the right page, so to speak. So I
Yeah.
think that is something that could eventually hurt. Now, since saying this, Danielson came back out and said that it was kind of misinterpreted what he said, that you
I'm sure it
know,
was.
freshmen can get compensated, but they're not promising them out. And I think that's the way the NIL is supposed to be. I don't think you should have to promise anything. But when you first came out in your press conference and said what you did,
Right.
you realize it turned a lot of people off. And then a
Sure.
lot of people were going to back away from your program, your recruiting style, and then wanted to come back out and fix it once again.
Yep. So I'm kind of doing, a couple things here, and that's what I do, but all at once. I agree with everything you said. Um, if I know that you already have a mindset of we're not giving you any money, don't expect it. Don't expect it is different from don't come here thinking we're going to give you something. It's the verbiage, it's the words. In the South, we always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right, right.
So you can say, "Oh, I love you," or "Oh yeah, I love you." Like that's two different things, you know.
Yeah, that second one ain't gonna fly, bro. That ain't
Uh,
gonna fly.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Down
yeah,
here we got a thing called bless your heart. Now, how you say it, it can give you totally different meanings. Oh, bless
yeah.
your heart, right? Or oh, bless your heart. Right. It just means two different things. So yeah, you got to back it up because, like you stated, you're recruiting now, and kids are just recruiting is different now. That's why you have Nick Saban retiring. He could have
Mhm.
probably stayed on another 5 years if he wanted to. If he wanted to.
He could have, but I think the game got for Nick where it wasn't an advantage to him anymore.
I
And
agree
so I
with
think
that.
it made him now, does Nick Saban have the power, the ability, and the will to do some things? Yeah. But I also think as much as Nick Saban hated what's going on with the portal and probably NIL money, I
Yeah.
bet he don't have a chance to a certain amount getting here. I just like I said, I understand excuse me, I think I understand what Danielson was trying to do,
Mhm.
establishing wanting to find a good core belief. Because Gus Malzahn has come out and said some things like, you know what, I don't want to go find a quarterback in the portal. I want a quarterback that I can develop and build myself. And I think,
Fine.
some programs are going to want to bring guys in that are motivated to play, do well, and then reward them accordingly, opposed to kids come like, well, how much you gonna give me? It's not enough. I don't want to go here. Because let's face it, Jay, whether you like it or not, a lot of kids nowadays are only going to look at what they can get paid when looking at a school. Should it be like that? Probably not. But the game has changed to where they're gonna have people in their
Why should
parents' ear. They're
why
gonna have
shouldn't it?
people, they're gonna have what do you say?
Why shouldn't it though? Coaches get paid that way. Staffers get paid that way. I mean, and the reality is that I understand they're only there for 2 to 3 years. Like, that's realistically, you only see that kid 2 to 3 years if that kid's a stud and if they stay that long, right? Most of the times, you'll only see that kid maybe a year or 2. That's all you'll see him because you got someone in the works. They're a junior, they're a senior, they're trying to make their mark. And then by that time, they're going to the NFL at that point as a junior or senior. But if I'm looking at it and I'm a student athlete and I say, hey, look, I'm number 3 on the ESPN 300, right? I'm a bona fide 5-star blue chipper. You're going to pay for that. And whoever pays for that, whoever pays the highest or pays what I want or close to what I want, they have earned their services. They have earned my services. And it may not be Boise State, I get it, and it may not be Alabama because guess what? Auburn pays for it. Or the NIL money that's coming from
and
the
that
other
collective that school has. Like I say, I get it.
And you know what happens, though?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the last point that what happens is now I'm facing you in either the SEC championship or in the playoffs. And now you thinking back, ooh, we could have had him for X amount of money, and I beat you.
Right. And I think that's the point a lot of people are making, that you might end up biting your hand and cutting off resources that you could have had. And I'm saying resource because that's really what players are when they come in. They're a resource to the university and the program to achieve what the overall goal is. And it's all about money now and winning. And if it wasn't the case, coaches wouldn't be getting fired after 2 years. You know what I'm saying? They would give them time to really build the program that they want to get built.
Listen, there's no amount of money that NIL can pay players to compensate or to even be a fraction of what colleges and universities receive and benefits from them playing. I don't believe that. I just don't believe there's not enough amount of money that's given out that can compensate them for that.
Buff Nerd, you being a sports guy that you are,
Yeah,
loving sports, if you were a college coach building your program, do you want a guy that's overly committed to come to you because of what you told him he can do for your program, or a guy that only wants to be there because you can pay him more than other schools in your conference?
Can he play?
If he couldn't, you wouldn't be recruiting him.
There you go. How bad do I want him is the real question.
Okay.
How bad do I want him? But it is that good for the player if they're not getting developed right to make it to the next level, which is the NFL. Agreed.
Now, Wallace. Now, this is a whole nother show within itself. We talked about this, me and a couple of buddies, former players the other day. I mean, the last couple of weeks we were going back and forth in our group chat because here it is. My son is starting to go through the process of being recruited a little bit. And I've had a chance to step onto a couple college campuses and talk to some young men on that campus. And some of those guys, I like to try to talk to some of the portal kids to see what made them transfer schools and what is it that they left. Why did they leave that big Power 5 school to come to a smaller Power 5 school or a mid-major type school? And if the money was greater there. And a lot of it was coaches expect you to be able to do something they can't develop and they can't really coach. And so here it is. If you're trying to, some of these guys said, if I'm trying to get better to get to the NFL, to the next level, the highest level, and I have a coach that's incapable because all he's been given is the best talent coming through, and they automatically do good and make plays because they've had some of that knowledge before they got there, or it's just pure ability. I'm not getting developed. I'm not catching on as fast, but he can't coach me to help me get the development. I had to go somewhere else that I was going to get the coaching that I needed. And it's just like, damn, this is really going on in some of these big programs to where, I mean, and I'm not going to throw these schools out there and throw them under the bus, but I've talked to some guys that, you know, they're in the training business. They train players. They get them ready for the next level. be in high school and college, and they send guys to some of these programs and coaches out there, like the guys leave after a year or 2 years because like man, they don't know what the hell they doing. I gotta go somewhere else where I continue to get better because my goal is the NFL and I'm not growing. Some people gonna sit back and just take the bread and be okay with it, but some really, like you said, want to go get that development to get ready to move on to the next level because that's their dream.
And again, that depends on the coach, and that also depends on what type of program. And to me, it also is, cheers to that. It's also, I believe, the system and your AD that's willing to buy into the coach's plan and development. Just say, hey, look, I know we haven't gone to the playoffs, but we're getting better. We're developing young men. Look at the track record that we have. Look who's going to the NFL. Look at what we're attracting.
But even when you say you want to build better young men, you get critics to come out and say other stuff. Prime example, look at Coach Prime and Deion Sanders in the University of Colorado.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let's move to second down. We can stay there all day.
We're gonna keep it going. But Spencer Danielson, you better figure this shit out, bro, because you might make it a little bit harder. It's already ain't nothing already in Boise, but that goddamn blue turf anyway.
Well, that part. Second down. Did Donovan Mitchell punk out? Apparently he has missed the last 2 games of the Boston series. You wrote it, but I just wrote it, but I read it because I'm with you. Missed 2 games, missed the last 2 games of Boston series with a sore calf, but some are questioning his commitment to the Cavs.
Yeah, you know how the podcast and the shorts go, Jay. So as I'm scrolling through my daily, my morning stroll, thumbing on social media, a lot of old NBA players are saying, "Look, bro, you getting paid over $30-some million a year. Your calf was sore, not ruptured, not injured, not pulled." Now, listen, I'm never going to question a professional athlete's injury status or commitment. But goddamn, Donovan Mitchell, in a series where y'all were fighting for your playoff lives, this is what we got. It's already said that he's not going to sign the extension of the option. He's going to want out. Is Cleveland going to trade him? But the word punk out because they said that here it is. They won game 2 in. Looked horrible the last couple. They finally done. Boston won the series now, so it's over. But did Donovan Mitchell really just quit on the squad? I think is what the question comes down to. And I think the only thing, and I like bringing it to you because you always throw it out there back real, man. Did he, as a kid said, he sold. Did he sell? Did he give up? Did he just say, the hell with this? I'm out. I don't care. I ain't playing.
Here's what I'm gonna put it back to this, man. Whenever we talk about a sore calf now, the first thing that I think of, and I think a lot of people do, is KD.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Yeah, right. Ever since the sore calf, which ended up being a torn Achilles / ruptured Achilles, he has not been the same. And so the fear is, you know what? Instead of making it worse, he's still young. He obviously sees the situation in Cleveland. It's always been that way. But he sees the situation in Cleveland. And yeah, he's taking the Kawhi Leonard way out. Oh, my knee, my thigh, my knee, my thigh. You know what? Maybe I just don't want to be here anymore. So I'll just sit here, right? And they're willing to do that because they're going to say, okay, well, we're not just going to let you walk away. We'll trade you and get some kind of value as much as we can from you.
So do you think both teams play a part? I mean, do you think the player and the team play a part into it? Like, well, let's not play because if he get hurt, he won't have any value to us.
Sure. And then, look, let's be real. You knew you weren't going to win. You knew that going in. You were lucky to get that game that you did win.
You don't think they could have snuck another dub in, Stars?
Let me see how I can put this. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Oh, damn. It was
Name another
inevitable.
player on Cleveland. Name one more.
Strauss.
Stop it.
Man, you said that another one. Donovan Mitchell.
Other than Donovan Mitchell.
The dude with the
He said the dude. I need a name.
Allen has the afro, the shot blocker, and then you got
and you watched the game.
Yeah, I did, but man, you put me on the spot. I forgot these names. You know, I got
See,
CTE.
that's not but that's no. Don't blame CT. Blame CLE.
Dude with the damn braids.
Blame
Darius Garland.
No, blame CLE. Blame Cleveland. That's what you need to blame, not CTE, CLE. Okay, it's just a mere fact that that's a dumpster fire. That look, they should be praising LeBron for coming back and getting them a championship. Okay, be happy you got one. Right. Move on. Do what you do. There it is. Did he punk out? Yeah, he could have probably played through it, but why? Get hurt worse. Get hurt worse. You know, it hurts your draft. I mean, your stock. Come on, man. Yeah.
I mean, at some point in time, some of these dudes got to play hurt, man. Fuck it. I say it.
Why?
They got to play hurt sometimes.
They're not built that way anymore.
All right, you're right.
These guys are not built that way. Yeah, thank you, Wallace. With you, Jay, and I don't think they were going to win another game. Not even a little bit.
All right, then the answer is no. You say he didn't punk out. Okay, cool.
They wasn't even gonna. How they say it in school days? He ain't never smelled the ussy. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna smell another win. They weren't even gonna smell another win.
Oh shoot! All right, then, player. We're gonna.
I told you I was gonna be on one tonight.
Yeah, I told you. I felt it. I felt the energy.
Both cheeks. Third down. Disney, ESPN, Fox, Warner Brothers. Who else? Prime Video, Netflix. Everybody. Now, and I know you got your quote there, and I love your quote, but look, let's just get to this, man. The NFL, greedy bastards. Okay.
Well, this is more than NFL, ain't it?
It's sports.
It's sports. But you're saying it mainly as NFL?
I'm mad at the NFL.
Okay, go ahead. Tell them how you feel, brother.
I'm upset. First of all, you got Christmas Day games. That's the NBA. You got Thanksgiving. Why do you have to have Christmas Day? Why? It's a Wednesday at that. It's not a Monday. It's not a Saturday. It's not a Sunday. It's not a Thursday. It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
Damn, hat is awful.
Then on top of that, you're showing it on Netflix. So I got to have Netflix to watch the Christmas games. I got to have Prime or Paramount to watch the Thursday games. Then I got to have a ticket to watch out of market games if my team is playing out of market or game day pass. Then I got to have, dude, at the end of all of it, you end up spending close to $300-400 a season just to watch your team play 16 games. 17 games. That's not even the playoffs. It is all about money. It's all. And so when the NFL starts talking about, players and all this other garbage that they put out, look, man, at the end of the day, they do not care about the fans. There's no way you can tell me they care about the fans with this garbage here.
They care about the fans because they're trying to give them ways to watch the game. Spun it back because I know you looking at me like you want to slap the shit out of me right now.
Okay, I do. Okay. I do. That's an oh hell no right there. My God, give more ways to watch the game. Just put it, just.
But Jay, what about the people that have cut, as they say, quote unquote, cut cable? They don't have the AT&T, the Spectrums, the I don't know who the hell even all has cable anymore. I just know they got it monopolized. So you get these people that cut the cords, get rid of the boxes, but yet they still want to be able to see the sport. And that's what FIFA was doing or whatever. They're supposed to be trying to sports streaming. Do they need a sports streaming platform for those people that don't have the YouTube TVs and anything anymore?
Get to it. NFL has their own network. Put it on a stupid app. Oh, wait, they've already done it. YouTube, guess what? You can watch live sports. Hulu, guess what? You can watch it on there too. Like this is what pisses me off about it. Just make your own stuff. Sell the advertisement through there, right? You can't skip it or put it on there while they're doing timeouts or whatever, like they've done before. It's just, it's a money grab. It's let me see who can pay us. Damn the fans. Damn them. And I feel sorry for the Kansas City fans who got blacked out of watching a playoff game.
Why is their fault? Because if the game sells out, it can't get blacked out, right?
Shit. I mean, sorry. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Let me tell you something about Kansas City Chiefs fans, okay? They don't not show up.
Okay.
Especially a playoff game. These people losing limbs and toes and noses and stuff.
Yeah, they did get
blacked out.
Yeah, they
Kansas City fans, and I tip my hat to them. Yes, it is cuckoo. Yeah, they cuckoo. They are Midwest, but they don't miss games. They not gonna black out the game. Now, luckily for me, I got some streaming things I can do. I'm able to do some things.
Right.
And
don't incriminate yourself.
But it's ridiculous to me, man. Yeah, it's ridiculous to me how the NFL can continue to do this. And I tell you why. It's because there are people like us who just have to have our sports and have to watch our teams. We should get together and just do other things, people. Do other things.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going to be on Sundays besides football, bro. I mean, I'm open for ideas. If you hit me up and say, hey, big game, what you doing this weekend? Let's do this. I might be like, Jay Styles lost his mind. I'm like, yeah, man. Hey, you know what? That sounds good. I'm on my way.
Man, look, you know what? That's what I'm going to come up with. Top 5 things. This is next week. Top 5 things to do besides watch football. I got you. During football season.
We got to say that for closer to football season, don't we?
That's fine, man. That's fine. I'm going to do my research. There are things to do.
That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
Yeah, you can. I'm telling you, the weather is nice. You can ride bikes. You know what I'm saying? You can fly a kite.
What a break set.
You can go see your family that you don't like and bother them.
I definitely don't want to see family I don't like. Yeah. I'd rather watch football than I'm not going to go see people I don't like. You're tripping.
No. I'm just saying, man. There's things right. you can help a young lady get to college. Anyway, let's get to
let's get to this 4th down, man. You got to start raising money and shit. We have on that old hell now right now in the middle of the day.
When I go, I'm gonna wear that shirt. Fundraiser. No, contributor.
I'm just trying to pay my way through school. All right. Come on, fundraiser.
If you know, you know. What damn? Both sides. Say, man. So Caitlin Clark decided to debut this past week for the Indiana Fever. 20 points. That's what they got him. 20 points with 10 turnovers. Sorry, 10 turnovers. Can we call this a good debut?
Not for her. It's under the turnovers are unusual, but
and they lost.
I think that shit, they coach Jay Stocks, they had the number 1 pick in the draft because that's what they do. True. They lose. They didn't have the number 1 overall pick for being the most winningest team last year. That's so true. Regardless, they still got a lot of work to do.
That's true.
They're losing. They were losing tonight by 20 against the New York Liberty. Last I saw the score.
Ooh,
This is my thing. It's a win and a debut just because of the numbers that drew for the WNBA, regardless of what she did. Uncharacteristic of her, but still showed even in a league that she's going to have to get used to. She put up 20 points, man. I don't care how you look at it. It was like, she didn't shoot good. All right, she scored 20, not shooting good. It is what it is. It'll get better. People's interest is still going to be piqued and drawn. I mean, dude, they had the money line on her on all the little betting sites that was crazy as hell. And they've had, WNBA on the betting sites before, but the individual, the parlay cards and the tickets of what they had for, they said those numbers were ridiculous. And a lot of that was because of Caitlin Clark's play or being in the league. So, I'm not gonna kind of come out here and hate on her, but a lot of young ladies who debuted did well, and shouts out to all of them.
Do you believe that if she doesn't win, the interest will wane? Does she have to win to keep the interest in the WNBA?
Not yet. I think she has a window of opportunity that people are going to wait to see how it goes, because they're just hoping. They're hoping that, she can get to the point where she's the creme de la creme of the WNBA and the FIFA winning championships. And I think that draw is going to be there, because someone said this the other day, not to get off topic, when everyone got pissed off that Asia Wilson didn't have a signature shoe, right? They took a look back at Nike. Nike has done 3 signature shoes for the WNBA. And none of those players were women of color until they came back and gave Asia Wilson a shoe. So I think just how the shoe companies want to see that, and I don't want to make it about race, but it is. They want to see that next great white player. I think some viewers are going to see that next great team that's led by a Caucasian player. And that's no disrespect or nothing else to people in the league. It's just, kind of what it is.
Yeah, it's her first year. I think also, too, when you look at Angel Reese, I think she had like 19 points or something like that. She had a pretty good debut as well.
Yeah, she didn't do bad, they said.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't really hyping it up like, Caitlin, but of course, because it's Caitlin. But first year, okay. But I think if you have to have, to me, and a lot of people have said this, and I agree with them, this is the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird moment for professional basketball and NBA.
Okay.
Right. This was the moment where we go from tape delay to live basketball, because that's what it was before. So that means that you have to see these two play each other, right? The fact that Angel Reese and Cardozo are on the same team helps that. So now you got LSU and you got former LSU, former South Carolina Gamecock on the same team, who both have beaten Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark has beaten LSU. Here's an opportunity for them. Now, here's a definite opportunity for the WNBA. And I've also said this too, and I'm gonna throw this in here. The WNBA at some point has to move away from portraying themselves as the same as NBA. It is not the same.
Yeah, we know it's not the same, Jay, but without
that they are.
Yeah, but without that crutch of being the female version of the NBA, the WNBA probably doesn't exist.
But see, that's my thing, man. Look, let's just go ahead and say it, man. When your players look like they should be in the NBA,
oh, Nikes.
And not the Women's National Basketball Association.
Stop it. Stop. So you can't have them out there like the fools that had the lingerie football going on. Is that what you're saying they need to be?
Not saying that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. But there's some very handsome women playing basketball out there. And I know you can't pick and choose who's playing out there. All I'm saying is your promotions have to be.
I'm about to get on the train to ride out, bro. I can't do it because you said some. I'm glad we're down to maybe one person live watching this live stream right now because it just got crazy. And I don't know what the replays are gonna be like later.
Dude, listen, make sure we get another hour so we can just have it all. Just saying, man. Come on. I say what you're thinking. Not you per se, but
people. Yeah, you're people. But I know what you're making me say right now.
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Come on, Wallace, stick with me, brother. Come on, I'm not going that much left, man. I'm saying what's true. Look, this is the part of the podcast where people, I guess, want to lash out at people like me who try to tell the truth, but they say to them, oh, hell no. I'm telling the truth. There's some handsome women in the WNBA. They need to get some good-looking women in the WNBA. Promote them. Not the ones that just came off the bench for the NBA.
Hey, man, at the door, you got to stop. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Hey. Oh, hell no. J Styles, you crazy, bro.
What?
But
both cheeks, bro.
Hey, man, it's there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And a couple things right now that really stuck out to me and got me is Harrison Butker, the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, man, is under a lot of fire for this commencement speech that he gave the other day and made a statement. And I'm going to get the version saying that things would be better if women were like they were in the 50s and 60s, didn't say nothing and just had babies. And then he went on a political rant and some other things. And people are just coming out saying how surprised they are and appalled that he said this and the NFL should do something. Last I checked, this is America that we live in. We can say what we want to say. Just like Jay Stoggs just said that there's handsome women in the WNBA. People might not agree with it, but there's really no lies told, right? Butker, I'm not surprised by a lot of things anymore that I hear come from people.
Yeah.
I'm more so, oh, hell no, and surprised that people are reacting the way they are.
Yeah.
People, you don't have to agree to what he says. And the women don't tell. I'm not agreeing what came out this man's mouth. I'm just saying, quit being butthurt about everything that comes out. Quit being in your feelings. Quit thinking that people can't say what they think sometimes. Should they say what they're thinking all the time? No. But do not be surprised when someone just says what they think. We have got to get over the point of feeling, I'm just so surprised and appalled by that they would say something like that and get into things. Don't quit being surprised by people. As soon as you quit being surprised by people, what they say and do, the easier it'll be for you to get over it and not be hurt.
Yeah.
People are always going to say some shit to disappoint you. I just want to let you know. That's all I got. And New York Giants, y'all need not wear them goddamn uniforms. Y'all please check out the page, all our social media, because I got an individual, oh, hell no, about to come.
Man, sometimes them throwbacks need to just stay back. That's what they need to call them, stay backs. Them stay back where they came from. That's for sure.
Yeah, you can't pay tribute to every era. Sometimes you just got to say, hey, that was nice, but we're not going to pay tribute.
Look, man. Look, yeah. Them killer bees, the Steelers, horrible. Anyway, let's get into this between the lines. Let's go.
Oh, you ain't got no oh hell no? You done?
No,
Okay.
I'm done. I don't want to say anything else.
Yeah, you on fire.
Between the Lines, powered by Loyal to Ash Cigar Subscription. Get your subscription today.
Man, I figure, hey, look, there's so much more show. I'm gonna have some more. I promise you. It's not over. And for those that were here and they're not here, your fault. You've missed out. You about to miss out even more. NFL schedule was released because the NFL, like I just stated, are money grubbing bastards, and all they care about are themselves and fans. Because it was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago, and decided, hey, let's make them wait and make a spectacle of it and do it on the 15th. We're not going to tell them when on the 15th, just sometime around. And then like, okay, it's at 7. Like the hell.
Hey, did you
Anyway,
like all the videos and stuff that teams did, the releasing the schedule and dropping hints to who they're playing from other like key figures of those cities and stuff? Some different teams tried to do a bunch of different things. Like Cowboys did this fake like FaceTime call and shit. Like, did you see all that?
you see my face?
I'm gonna take that as a hell no because
That
you look at me like,
hell no. I don't, man, look. I don't care. I get the production and all of this that they want to put in because they got to pay for that. You know, they got to make their money spend some kind of way because clearly they don't have, they have too much to spend on the players. So, hey, on running backs, hey, let's spend it on production of fake, Zoom calls. It's stupid. Anyway, Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Eagles, Brazil. Look, let me tell you something. I want to go to this game because it's in Brazil. I don't care about the game. I just want to go to the game. That's it.
that's it.
I just want to go to the game. I mean, here's the question. So 5 games are being played internationally, from Brazil to Mexico to Germany. I believe there's 2 in England, 2 in London.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Jaguars are playing two of them over there. Matter of fact, they're staying over there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they've done that the last couple of years. Where one team will stay and play. They'll stay 2 weeks and play 2 games over there.
Wallace, you like that? Wallace, I thought you were better than that. I thought you were, man.
It was cool. I mean, it was different. I mean, and one of them I didn't get. I had to go back and watch the little short again to really say, "Oh, that's what they were trying to do on that." But
watch it again.
I think with a sport like football and the way it goes, and there's only so much you can do in the offseason to keep building the interest, especially after the draft comes between the mini camps before you get to OTAs in the summer, before training camp. I think you have to just do certain things, and I think that's what the marketing department in the NFL is trying to do. Whether you like it, whether you agree with it, it's some of the shit's gonna be corny. It is what it is. It's gonna be corny sometimes, bro. You just gotta find a way to try to, deal with it.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be corny, but it's cool. Whatever, they did it. I just wanted the schedule. I'm really kidding right there. I wanted to see who we're gonna play when we're gonna play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They played 2 last year, and Dallas is trying to get in on that because here's the thing: what this leads to, it leads to NFL Europe. It leads to NFL Europe.
Why does it lead NFL Europe?
Why? More money, more games, more TV, more patrons.
Well, when I hear NFL Europe, I think it's a whole league within itself. Is that coming? I don't know. Is the NFL going to expand in a couple of years and just put a team over in London?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So London Monarchs will be back.
Possibly. I think you'll have a American championship and a European championship. And they'll play for the world championship.
Oh. But would that Europe League get the caliber of talent that they have in the NFL to make it a sufficient game and not just a lopsided beatdown in the world championship?
I think not initially, but you have the advent of the UFL, which is, in all intents and purposes, is a minor league for the NFL. So you have those players start moving over.
Yeah, but if you're going to do a league champ, you're going to do a cross-league championship and try to promote the NFL game, it's got to be the same NFL caliber talent. Now, I can see teams going over, if they do a league, it won't be a league that intermingles with the NFL as far as playing each other. But I do see them expanding to Europe in a couple of years and then building a hub on the
I
east
agree with that.
or probably New York, and then they'll
They
play.
decided to put the team over. It will be the Jaguars. No one in Duval wants to see that team. Hey, come on, man. Jacksonville's trash. First team.
Damn.
What?
Just
What?
you just said do away with Duval and send them over to London, huh?
I mean, bigger stadium, better fans.
Hold on, man.
More
What you got
respect.
what you got against the Jaguar fans? What they do to you?
Really? Shit. Okay. All right. You should know. You was around there.
I should know. I was. How the hell was I around Jacksonville? And I lived in Tampa, dog. I played in Tampa.
You saw them fans. You saw them people in Florida. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm stopping right now because I know where you're going with this shit. And I'm not associating everybody in Florida with those people at all. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not gonna let you pull me in, fool. Not gonna let you pull
Both
me
sides. Hey.
in. Yeah.
Must see game. Let's do this. Must see games. Jets 40. Why'd you put Jets 49ers?
Because of the ability of the 49ers. It's the first Monday night game, I believe, and Aaron Rodgers is coming out playing against a pretty formidable defense. I think it's just kind of a must-see game to see, like, is he really going to bounce back, what they're going to look like.
Jets are a dumpster fire, and he's a douchebag, so we can move on from that. Chiefs Bills, yes. November 17th. That's a good one.
Yeah, because the Bills were scared to draft wrong, traded, let the Chiefs outdo them. The one team they can't get over the hump with and beat. I want to see it. I want to. Can they finally dethrone Patrick Mahomes?
I think that's
no. But I think it's a game we got to see.
Texas Cowboys. I'm excited to see this. This is the one game I will watch for the season where the Cowboys are playing.
Man, stop playing, bro. You lying.
I'm not playing. I'm so serious.
I put that on there, Jay, because the Texans up and coming, doing what they're doing. Will this be the new team that everyone in Texas clings to? Because the Cowboys are on the verge of losing people.
Not clings to, but definitely will say best team in Texas. Yes, I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
Definitely. And for anyone that's moving down here that doesn't have a football team, like from Oklahoma or from New Mexico or Nebraska or even Louisiana, because their team sucks too. They can clean to Houston. They can clean to the Texans. Chiefs 49ers. Great game here. This Super Bowl again.
Super Bowl rematch. I just think that's always a key game. Yeah.
That's it. Eagles Bengals. That's interesting.
You know why I put this on there, Jay?
No.
The bounce back of Joe Burrow. Eagles defense is supposed to be kind of fortified again. How is Joe Burrow going to look against a decent defense? And also, is Jalen Hurts going to show that he is able to go? Because now a lot of people coming out saying that Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, but he's not a quarterback that can win the big game.
I mean, first of all, let's see. This is October 27th. Joe Burrow will not be on the field. He'll be hurt.
Hey, Reed gonna cuss you out, bro. It's okay though.
Hey, he know where I live. Bring it, bro. Bring it, man. And all I gotta say is, hey, playoffs, right? No, not this year. Oh, okay. All right, cool. That's all I gotta say. Come on. Eagles is still a dumpster fire. I don't like the coach. I don't like his face. I don't like anything about him.
Are they better than the Cowboys? Are they the best team in the NFC East this year?
It's a toss-up. I can say yes. They did way more and better in free agency than we did. Of course, we still have the summer. They did, but because of their coach, Nick Sirianni, who's a douche face, that pretty much sewed it up. So he's still there.
He's a douche face?
He's a douche face, man.
Wow, bro.
something to don't like him.
It's all good.
Comes to fire. So yeah, there you go. Golf gets paid. He should get paid.
Man,
He should get paid.
But dude, 4 years, I think 4-year extension worth $212 million, 100 and
yeah, guaranteed. Yeah,
guaranteed.
that's the going rate. That's the going rate.
And we don't have to talk about that
dude. And you know what's crazy?
I'll do
that's
that.
cheap.
What's up?
That's cheap. That's cheap. That's like a little over $50 million a year.
Would you extend Dak for that? Would you?
No, the question is, no, hey, how about this? Dak is already extended for that. That's the problem. People don't understand. He's already extended for that. He's a $60 million quarterback right now.
But he's into the last year of his contract and he wants an extension. So you're saying if he gets extended, it has to be more than what Goff just got.
He's going to get paid that anyway. So here's the thing. He's going to get extended. He'll get extended over $60 million a year. Already off the rip.
Why y'all haven't done it yet then?
Because he's not a playoff winning quarterback.
Okay.
Period. And we're handcuffed because our front office is stupid and can't figure out cap. We can't figure out the cap. You got one guy who takes up 20%, over 20% of your cap, who has shown he doesn't want to help. He doesn't want to help your cap. He doesn't give a damn about your cap. Yeah, he's the second highest paid behind Burrow at $53 million annually. Who's talking about Goff? Not Goff. Goff?
Yeah, I think Goff is now with that extension. Yeah.
Yeah, because what's his name? He lessened his. Mahomes lessened his. But dude, go back, check Dak. Dak is getting paid, and it's more than $50 million. More than $50 million.
We'll check it out, bro. It's all good, man.
Whatever, man. Mayfield gets a big payday from the Buccaneers. Yeah, sure.
Not Mayfield. Antoine Winfield.
Oh, you did put, and I changed it. Winfield gets it. I don't care.
He's now the highest paid DB in the league, dog. It's all good. You rushed through.
No. The thing about it, here's the thing about it though. Defense is cool, but if your QB is not paid, no one cares. No one cares.
Except for the people who know the game and know that this is a big play.
Well, there you go.
Our squad.
And that's why we're here.
Fire the cannons, baby, because we're gonna win the NFC.
I'm surprised. Shit.
This year.
Look how you said it real quiet. This year. I'm surprised you didn't put Bucks Cowboys on here, man. You know we're facing off this year.
It is what it is, dog.
In the big game bowl. I know, because you know you're gonna lose, right? You know your Bucks gonna lose.
Back again. Nah, I don't know shit, bro.
We're here to help the Carolina Panthers win it, bro.
Hey man, Wallace, y'all are better, and yet they gave the Atlanta Falcons the second easiest schedule this year. So y'all might try to make a little bit of rumbling and noise, but at the end of the day, y'all gonna find a way to choke. Y'all got a quarterback y'all paid and a quarterback y'all drafted, and go miss somewhere on defense. It's all good, man.
They got a great system in place, man. You can't stop Bijan. And he'll stop himself.
You act like he just ran all over the whole league last year.
Hey, you know what? You know what stopped Bijan? The coach. The coach stopped Bijan. And that's facts, and you know that.
Man, okay.
Wow.
It's time for the top five, man. You sound like everybody on the damn NFC South round table right now. Same group that said we didn't have a chance, that we was going to finish last in the division. We won it and got to the playoffs and whooped the Eagles' ass and gave Detroit a hell of a game. It's okay.
That's true. Oh, that is true.
Green Bay
Last
still
year.
running all over y'all.
Let's go, man. Top 5.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Buzz. Top 5.
That's right. This is the top 5. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some punk out and have a top 10, but not here at Big Game Sports Buzz. No, sorry, Babette. We have a top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. This is the top 5 most impactful NFL rookies of 2024. That's it. Big Game. What you got?
All right, man. Looking at this list and coming up top 5, at the end of the day, we don't know what a lot of these young guys are going to do, but I think
very true.
Who's going to mean the most to their team, and they're going to need to play very well. First, I got Jared Verse, defensive end for the LA Rams, and he's out of Florida State. Verse is a guy that I had down for edge that I would have liked to see in the Buccaneers uniform. He only spent 1 year at Florida State, transferred in there through the portal after having a very, very good career. But he gets out to the quarterback. Their production was horrible last year. It was down. Aaron Donald's leaving. They're going to need somebody on that edge that can get out there. I believe that Jared Verse could be a key contributor to that team. And then after that, I'm going Jaden Daniel, quarterback for the Commanders. This is a team that's had no identity for the last couple of years because of what he was able to do at LSU, winning that Heisman Trophy. They gave him a couple targets. He has a decent running back in the background. If they can protect him, keep him upright, I believe Jaden Daniels can change the dynamic of the Washington Commanders. This is a team that we have not mentioned in the positive light over the last 3 or 4 football seasons. I think Jaden Daniels does well getting them something. Next, Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker, second round pick for the Green Bay Packers out of Texas A&M. This new defensive coordinator for the Packers likes to blitz a lot. This is a guy that is downhill, stuff the gap, get up to the quarterback in the blitz, and be able to help stop the run. The value that they say he should add from being picked up in the second round could be a key contributor to go along with what the other pieces on Green Bay's defense. Edgerrin Cooper should be a good one. And then number 2, the guy that the Buffalo Bills decided to pass up and let the Kansas City Chiefs get. If you're running 40s the way this kid did at the combine, again, comparisons to Tyreek Hill, Xavier Worthy, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. With Rashee Rice being in trouble, with them needing that vertical stretch, someone that they can get the ball to make a name in that receiver room, I believe that Worthy can be a really, really key contributor this year for them. And then last but not least, I don't know what he's going to do. I'm not sold on it. This modern day paint my fingernail shit is driving me crazy, and I hate seeing it. But Caleb Williams, quarterback for the Chicago Bears out of USC, they put a lot of great pieces around Caleb Williams. They say they did. The offensive line still has some questions. But if Caleb Williams can come in and be the quarterback, half the quarterback they think he can be, with adding Swift to the backfield, DJ Moore wide receiver, Keenan Allen at the other wide receiver, I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what the Bears can do and how he can have an impact. And I know somebody might say, man, that's an easy pick because he's the first quarterback, but that's what I got for you, man.
I mean, look, hey, Caleb Williams is on my list as well, okay? For all the reasons that you said, still kind of out, but not sure. But, hey, we talked about most impactful rookie. He's going to be an impactful rookie. He's going to start day one. He's got they bolstered his offensive line. They definitely bolstered his receiving core, tight end. So they had a pretty good running back back there, running back by committee. So, yeah, they definitely going to do that. I agree with you, Xavier Worthy. I think the knock, well, I won't say knock, but the question is going to be, can he play within the system or play with Patrick Mahomes? The thing about Patrick Mahomes, and I heard this the other day too, was about Sky Moore was, he runs routes and that's what he does. The reason why Travis Kelce is so good with Patrick Mahomes is that he can run to a spot or a soft spot in the zone or find a spot so Pat can find him and then throw him the ball. Can Worthy do the same thing? If he can, like Tyreek Hill did, then yes, But if you have, again, excuses being made, I get that. Rashee Rice is out. It's too much going on. Apparently, he had another assault going on as well in town. I just don't see it happening for him.
Yeah, they done beat up somebody. They done beat somebody up at the club, man. So that's what the word on the street is.
Yeah, so
Dumbass.
I think it's over for that young man. It's so unfortunate because he had so much promise. But you can't do.
I'm not gonna say it's over, but the next season might be over.
At least. I had Jared Verse on here as well for that same reason. Edge, possibly New Donaldson. They need to have someone. They have another guy that's there. That's a DT that can help, and they may either kick him on that same side or have him come across on the other side. So I think there's a good chance for him to do that. I have Drake May here. Now Drake May be surprised, but he's one of those ones that, okay, look, he's going to start as soon as they can get him there. And I understand who's in front of him, but the reality is he's the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Latu Turner, yeah, McCarthy, Neighbors, I get all that. And I saw Neighbors, but I'm telling you, man, when I looked at Drake May, he was last on my list, but I said, okay, out of all of the rookies, who could I really see being in there that have some kind of impact? I did not put Daniels, and I saw Daniels, but I think Washington is in such a disarray, especially with the type of people that are in place. I just got to see it. I just don't believe it. I don't believe in it.
Well, they changed all that, Jay. That's why I'm thinking they might be on the right pace now. The ownership is changed. The coaching staff has changed. The GM has changed. I think I wanted to give them an opportunity. That's just kind of me, and I don't really give two shakes about Washington. But
but to me, it's giving me RG3 vibes.
Oh, Jizam. RG3 vibes?
RG3 vibes. So, and finally, Brian Thomas Jr. is one that I have on my list. Now, here's the thing. I know I talked about Jacksonville. Yes, their fans are trash. But here's what I will say about this. He's going to be number 2 in the system. This kid is 6'3", 209. He ran a 4.33 40 with Trevor Lawrence and Peterson as your quarterback. As your coach, head coach, who is quote unquote quarterback whisperer. I think last year there was a lot of injuries, a lot of stuff kind of going on in Jacksonville that it was just a tough out for him. When you add this young man into that lineup, this guy can really do something. I expect him, and I want him to do something. I think he can be your Nacua this year. I think he can be your Puka Nacua this year.
Wow. And if someone's going to step up to that play, yeah. I don't if you can't put Wallace had some names on there that I had on mine. I mean I had and thought as well that I kind of that was all 5 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah,
that's Wallace.
Hey, Wallace, Latu, if you think about it though, what he played in at UCLA, and it was a true 3-4 system, edge, straight stand-up rusher. Yeah. Indianapolis plays a traditional 4-3. Is he going to be able to turn over? Is he going to be a true outside linebacker, or are they going to try to make him put his hand down and play defensive end? That's the part that worries me, and that's, again, a team drafting a need, but also they drafted a guy that they may try to convert to play a position that he didn't naturally play. Because even when he was at the University of Washington before he went to UCLA, he was a stand-up edge rusher. His hands never been down on the ground and in the dirt making plays. So I don't know. And all offensive linemen for the Chargers, I had him down as well. He's going to be a guy I think that'll be great, but he's not going to get a lot of notoriety because he's just a big nasty on the line. But Harbaugh is going to try to open up that run game to alleviate the pressure on Herbert. So that's some great things for you.
But I think the problem also is that he's and to quote what I saw was all nasty, no finesse. And I think when you start looking at some of the positions on the line, nasty's cool, but there are moments where you need to have finesse.
Yeah, but your boy Zach Martin is more nasty than he is finesse, and he's a hell of a lineman for the Cowboys.
Martin has finesse. Martin has finesse. He has
smarts to go with his nasty. I'll say Martin.
Yeah, and so I'll go with that because we have nasty. Nasty is Tyler. You know what I'm saying? We got nasty, but the problem is, and he's been good. He's been really good, but there have been moments where it's like, look, I need you to be finesse. Terrence Steele, nasty, no finesse. Right? He can pancake a dude, but when it's time for him to, take that step outside, push inside, or have that edge rusher have more of a bend, it just hasn't been there. Yeah, may sit for a few games, but behind Brissett. But I'm telling you, man,
I'm not.
He's going to start.
That cat. I don't know why.
I get it because of where he's coming out of.
Make a believer.
I think it's also, well,
last time they sold us on somebody from Carolina, Mr. Trubisky stole shit. Hey man, we could be here all day talking NFL. You know that. It's ain't the time, nor the place. And I got to get to the gym in the morning.
Yo, for all the people that tuned in and stuck with us, yo, Wallace Golden Mike to you, sir. Per the usual, fantastic. Thank you for joining in. Make sure that you follow us on all of the places that we are. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter. And, of course, you can catch us on Instagram. I think I said that already. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. We are there on your streaming and platform places. I'm Jay Sox, Buff Nerd. Let's go.
And I'm your boy, Big Game James. Thanks for tuning in. And until next week, peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big gang, big gang. Analysis from